Yeah, and so what this on a very high level is that Google, like we saw in the beginning, it was creating is like it's creating cloud resources for the machine learning part, and we can ask it to go and deliver us the information that we extracted as intents and entities to a certain webhook. But this webhook must meet some requirements and preconditions. And you see, the first requirement is that it must handle HTTPS requests, and HTTP is not supported. What does it mean? It means that if I want to realistically test it in an environment, it is asking me to set up a web server somewhere, like maybe a small web application, and this is not enough. I need to have like a certificate signed by some certificate provider which my computer trusts. And okay, the trust part you can still leave out, but still, this is still a lot of work. And it's yeah, I have a very, for you guys, I have a very, very short, very clever solution for it. And there is a app called Ngrok, and you can go to their site. Oh, public URL for testing your chatbot, access to your Raspberry Pi. Amazing. So what it can do is I can locally set up a small web app in order to test my bot. And what Ngrok is going to do, it's going to create a tunnel for me, and it will give me like address, what you can see something like here, and it is going to be an HTTPS address, and we are going to give this address to DialogFlow. So DialogFlow will send this thing to Ngrok will send to our computer, and we will be able to test our bot in 5 minutes. Guys, if you have ever gone through the pain of setting up an Apache server or an Nginx or something and installing the certificates, you would really appreciate what a wonder it is. Really, like I just cannot explain it in words, really. Yeah, I really feel it a blessing to have this app. So yeah, and above all, it's for free. You can try it. Oh, download for Mac, and it's an archive utility. I will save it. So yeah, once you have downloaded, this is you're going to look like. Just open this folder in a terminal, and yeah, let me check. Do I need to make it? Oh no, it's already executable. Yeah, it's okay. And so I ran it, but it says, hey, this is not enough. You need to do something like this. You can define. It's giving me some examples how to use this thing. But so yeah, I'm going to, yeah, but before we go here, first what we need is in what form DialogFlow is sending us the request. So in order to test that, I will go to my webhook, and actually there is an inline editor here which is using Google Cloud Functions. I'm not a very big fan of it, so I will say webhook enabled. I'm going to add a dummy URL here. Just to check in what form DialogFlow is sending us the data, and yeah, just add some hash. There is some basic auth if you are If you want to protect your public URL with the basic authentication, you can just add this information here, and DialogFlow will actually fulfill all of this. And so now this is enabled. Let me click save. Let me say here hi and good day. Which pizza would you like to eat today? And I would say a large tuna pizza with mushrooms and onions. Yeah, just give it everything. Oh, it's asking what address it should be delivered to. I would just say, yeah, Theresienstrasse 15, Germany. And we didn't get any response, but interestingly, so you see it messed up some here, so this part needs a refinement for location. But oh, we have the city, we have the street address. Oh, actually location can have a lot of things. Sorry, actually I misunderstood here. So basically the location can have everything, but this is not what this says here. So the location, use location instead, and look for location. General entity refers to any location, full addresses, street names, cities. Oh, cool, pretty cool. And it has an object with the following fields: admin area, business name, city. Yeah, actually, so it means we need to redefine our address intent here. But let's do that later. First, let's check the fulfillment. So it has this diagnostic info button here, and yeah, raw API. There was no raw API response because it was. But interesting thing is this: I can see what the data I am sending, and you can easily see here that I have a session ID, very important for scalability, and I have here my pizza size, pizza type, pizza toppings, and address. Actually, yeah, exactly. So this is all that we need. I need here. I need the address, and I need these things, and I would want to save it somewhere. But first I need to get this, somehow make DialogFlow talk to my system. But then for that, first let us actually fix the address first, and that will come to it later. We'll go to intents again, and we see location is actually providing everything that we need here, and we don't need this GeoCity and GeoCountry. So DialogFlow itself is like a rapidly evolving thing, so we can so what I'm going to do is, so this is I don't need, and let's see, and actually this also, and let me just make it location. Yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. I get everything what I want here, exactly. And then I would do the same for this here. Just first remove everything and make it location, save. Come on. Yeah, I suppose it's saved. Let me click here and see if it complains. So by now we have fixed our location problem. I'm just going to do one thing more. I will make it required. It's not a list, and I'm also going to provide a prompt. Please provide an address to deliver pizza. Close. Yeah, oh, it saves it. Save. Intent saved. Yeah, let's me start my conversation test. Yeah, first let me just wait it finishes. So yeah, it's still training. So yeah, good day. Which pizza would you like to eat? One large tuna pizza with onions. What address should it be delivered to? Yeah, Theresienstrasse 15, Germany. And oh, you can see here street address is 15 city. Yeah, it's not working out. We need to provide lots and lots of addresses here for it to be able to recognize correctly, and because we marked it at required, it's not allowing us. So I will just take something from my training data and so that it works and we can see it further. So you can see it worked perfectly. Yeah, but it's not very good because it's the same as the training data, but see how much training data we have given, like 2 lines. It's just not enough. Yeah, it needs more data. But interesting part was here. So if I go here on that diagnostic info, so by this point it has sent a fulfillment request, and this is the interesting part for me. I want to find the JSON structure which is actually sending this data, and then use Express.js maybe to get all these things and get it running. So you see here I have my address in my last query. Yes, and before that I have parameters, pizza size. Yeah, actually, so this is what I'm looking for. I need the address, I need the pizza size, I need the toppings.